Hello, Moon Boy. Fantasizing about going to the moon again, eh? Have you ever put any thought into how to actually get there? I mean, you are called Moon Boy after all. Shouldn't you maybe go to the moon every once in a while? You've had an idea? And it's going to get you to the moon? Well, it sounds like you need an epic montage.
What is going on today? Welcome. Welcome to another Infinaeon Friday. I'm Squidgrow Joe, here with Defi Shaun. Guys, we have another exciting Infinaeon Friday for everybody. Appreciate everybody being here. Listen, we are at the precipice of launching something that everyone's going to benefit from, everyone's going to use, everyone's going to be getting involved in, and it's going to grow and get bigger. And I mean, we started this, and I didn't get a chance to even tell you this before, so I was thinking, with the pre-sale was like, I think like $200, and we're like, oh, look at that, so we got our first bit of pre-sale coming in, it's great. And right now we're just, hitting newer and all-time records of that going towards Infinaeon, which obviously goes towards the projects, which obviously benefits you, or that's how we're going to do it. So we've been really excited about that. We've been really pumped about Infinaeon. Obviously, if you look over, you can see that more and more and more is growing as far as people coming in for these live streams, coming in to listen to what's going on. Guys, if you have any questions, make sure to ask your questions at the end of the live stream. Well, segment where you guys can ask any and all questions. So hold it for the live stream. And if you're new here, hey, all you gotta do is hit the subscribe button, hit the comment down below if you're watching after the live stream, notification bell, put that bad boy in all. Once it's on all, it'll let you know when we do these live streams. Definitely stay tuned for that.
All right, what's going on, everyone? So just kind of giving a recap, we had an overall really good week. We did end out tier 2. I think we raised, I didn't track exactly, maybe another $110,000. So really good there. As people saw, we had a lot more content come out from our partners too on YouTube. Did a lot more AMAs this week. The decks, I think they ran into a couple little hiccups that they're finishing up to go ahead and again get it on testnet. Exactly why we don't give timeframes, especially with this tech, because it is, like I said, built from scratch. So there are going to be some things that they do have to potentially work through. Now, I know with all that being said, we had a really good week. And I also know that we have a lot of new people. It seems like every single day we're seeing new people in the chat, new people asking questions. So I figured back it up again a little bit, talk a little bit about the tokens. I haven't really broken it down in the last week or two. So maybe take like 5 or 10 minutes, go through that. I kind of want to show you some of the things that we have that's going on with the internal testing so that you can kind of see that. But like Joe said, get your questions ready throughout. It doesn't even have to be about what I'm talking about. If you want to just go ahead and prepare your questions, go ahead and type them up in chat, and then myself or Joe will go ahead and keep track of the of all the questions being asked. But with that said, let's go ahead and pop this up on stage. So let's go over to the website and go down, because I know there's still a lot of people, especially the newer people that are here, that are still kind of confused with how the ecosystem works. So remember, this is a layer 2 Ethereum blockchain that we're building. So just to kind of start off at the bottom, we're going to have our gas token, which is going to be regular ETH, just like how you bridge ETH over to base to interact on the chain, you're going to do the same thing. You're going to take your regular ETH and bridge it over to the Infinaeon network. And that's how you're going to buy tokens. That's how you're going to sell tokens, all that good stuff. Now, the bridge is going to look a little something like this, but this is kind of how it is on the internal testing. You're going to go ahead and in your ETH right here, and then you just go ahead and simply transfer it to the Infinion. There will be a little tiny gas fee. Other than that, you're going to be getting the same value back, and it's going to stay 1-to-1 with Ethereum. So once you have that, you have your gas token, which is right here. Now you can interact on the chain. Now, as far as the backbone of the token, which is going to be Infinion Plus, or I've been more referring to it as wrapped ETH because I know a lot of people understand that. This is going to be the token that's going to be 100% backed, and it's going to start off 1-to-1 with Ethereum, but continue to go up in value. So with every transaction that happens on the blockchain, there'll be more and more ETH added to the wrap contract, therefore raising the value of the entire blockchain, because every single token or tokens that choose to that launch on the blockchain will be paired with this. So every time this gets ETH added to the contract, it brings up the value of all the tokens paired for it. This is a thing that's never been done before. No one's ever seen. Also, if you are holding ETH and you come over to our DEX, so remember, you're going to simply bridge your ETH over to our network. Once there, you're going to be on our DEX. If you have ETH, maybe you're not planning on trading, you're not planning on doing anything with, you're just holding, that would be where you can wrap and unwrap. So if you have one ETH, you can go ahead and wrap it to the Infinion. And then with that said, it will just sit there and almost like kind of like staking it. Every time a transaction happens and money is added to that contract, you will get just a little bit of ETH added to your percent. And then when you're ready to take it out, so let's say you start with 1 ETH and now you're at maybe 1.1 ETH, you simply come over here and you're going to unwrap. At that point, you just simply get your ETH back, standard ETH on the Ethereum network. Now, let's see what we got next. So with all that being said, let's go up to the native token. So we have the gas token, and then we have the wrapped ETH, which is, again, something that you can hold your ETH in, but the main job of this token is to be paired with the projects that launch on it. So the native token, again, I can't stress enough how crazy this token can be with blockchain transactions. So you're going to have the Infinion side of the native token. That's going to be the token you get in pre-sale. Pretty much half of the transaction fees, gas fees, DEX fees, and everything will be going to buying and burning the native token, therefore raising the value. I've said it a million times. Roughly, what was it? 1 million transactions? 10% of Binance is what it is. Would send about $1 million to the wrapped ETH contract, and it will send about 2.5 million to buy and burn the native token. So then remember, the native token is also going to be paired with the wrap token. So not only is the Infinion side of the token going to be getting bought and burnt, but the wrap side of it is going to continue to go up in value. So if this blockchain has transactions, this native token that's everyone's getting can be the craziest token out there with the amount of money that's going to be getting pumped into it. So again, that's why we're so excited about it. I know a lot of people still haven't truly wrapped their heads around it. Once the blockchain is up, running, there's transaction, and those transaction fees are getting fed into the ecosystem. People will definitely start to realize just how crazy this blockchain could get. Again, assuming there's transactions, and sorry, I've been doing so much talking, my voice is starting to go out. But yeah, just to kind of finish it off, we've already showed you guys, but we have the staking. Like I said, we're going to be adding a section in here to where you can stake your Infinion tokens and you'll get a portion of the gas fees. I think we're going to be sending 5% of the gas fees. We're not going to be able to give an APY because we don't know what it's going to be. If there's little gas fees, it'll be little amounts of ETH. If there's tons of fees or tons of transactions, there'll be tons of ETH. And of course, we'll also have our bridge too, because we want to give people easy access to be able to bridge to other assets as well. And it's a good another revenue generator that we can send back to the token, the ecosystem as a whole. So yeah, that's just a quick recap of it. Again, there's tons of content in my channel, Joe's channel, 25, 30 other YouTubers also have tons of content out there. My channel or the Infinion channel are the two probably best channels to get the info for these particular things. But yeah, that's the ecosystem in a nutshell.
So, guys, if you have any questions, why don't you go ahead and ask the questions right now? We got like Shaun said before, we got some things that we're still working on as far as the blockchain. Though We're still looking to get ready to have it come out soon. I know a lot of people are just wondering, what's going on as far as what's going to happen as far as the blockchain, but we're still working on it. We're going to make sure it's coming out as soon as possible for you guys. We just want to make sure it comes out right. We're going to go from Justin Roden. He says, will you be able to wrap any amount of ETH?
Yeah, Matt, if you're listening, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty certain that you can wrap whatever amount you want. There won't be any issues. Now, just to clarify too, remember, when you go to this, let me take it back here. When you go to the initial bridge to bridge over from ETH to the Infinaeon ETH, this right here is not necessary. You do not have to come right here and wrap and unwrap to operate on the blockchain. When you do this right here, that will be the ETH that you need to come and swap tokens, buy, sell, different things like that. This would be just if you want to hold your ETH in our wrap form to be able to go ahead and collect ETH as the contract collects it. Just to clarify, you don't have to do that, but it is an option if you so choose. The only thing that you'll be required to do on our DEX is to bridge from ETH to the Infinion network ETH, which that ETH is just paired one-to-one with Ethereum. It'll never go up. It'll never go down, just for clarification purposes.
Once again, guys, if you have any more questions, make sure to ask any questions, guys. Getting all this sorted out as far as these questions is really important for us, as well as the community. And we want to make sure we answer any and all questions you guys have, just so we're all on the same page. If you have any thoughts like that, once again, let us know as well. Because we want to hear what you guys have to say. It's really important to us. We're definitely trying to make sure, like I said earlier, make sure the blockchain is out, but it's out working properly. Everything's done and all the available options are available to you guys as well. So that's the thing that we've been focusing on as far as this blockchain, and we're really excited to see what's been going on so far as development of it, and of course you guys, the community, which matter everything to us. You guys really are really important to us. So this is why we want to know what you guys have to say as far as that. I know a lot of people still have a lot of questions as far as here and there, and people might be shy. That's fine. But this is like the best time to ask the questions. Me and Shaun are sitting here waiting for you guys to let us know what you guys think about as far as the blockchain or anything about that. If you have any questions, once again, let us know. Well, like I said, I want to make sure we can answer everything so everyone's all on the same page. It's like really crucial for us to have that. Ugh.
Yeah, 100%. Joe, do you happen to have those photos so we can share them?
Yep.
Go ahead and take a look at that, just so you can kind of see the progress of it.
My nose is so stuffed still, so that's why I'm like, bleh. There we go.
All right, so the token locker, kind of wanted everyone to get a first look at it, just so you can, again, we like sharing the progress of it. This is going to be the design of it. You're going to be able to create. So if you want your token and you're trying to lock the LP, all that fun stuff, you'll be able to create. You have the token and you have liquidity. So just kind of wanted to give everyone a quick look at it. Now, this is just a picture because it's not on any kind of testing net yet. It will be there soon. I believe our Alex is in this room. He'll be passing along, I believe, to our developers here very shortly, so they can start hooking up all the contracts and all that to it. And I believe he's turning his attention to Lunar Pump next, which he's already started on the design. It's not starting from scratch, but that'll be going to Lunar Pump, and then we'll be he just confirmed it, and we'll be one step closer to getting towards mainnet. We're doing everything we can to make it in November, hopefully mid-December. Worst case scenario, like I said, they did run into a couple of hiccups with some stuff that they're doing, but I know it's not anything major that they're finishing up. But yeah, we're definitely going to get there. Again, just kind of the pains of doing something fresh, doing something new.
Yeah. So I mean, we showed this picture. You want me to show the next picture one now? Should we get to some of the questions? Or
yeah. We can just show it. Yeah, it's just different looks at it. So yeah, that's the lock info, and just got some different. We actually had tons more, but I didn't want to. Yeah, that's the liquidity section. So you can search by liquidity token address. So if you've ever been on PancakeSwap, very similar. You create token, and then you have your liquidity. So again, the guys are doing a good job getting this created, and I said we're gonna have a full blown ecosystem.
I like the trending thing up here, by the way. I think that's really cool.
Yep, I'm glad you pointed that out. I wasn't even thinking about that, but yeah, we are going to have our very own little trending section up here on our deck. So if you have a token on the blockchain, it'll be trending number 1, number 2, number 3, just like like Dex tools and stuff like that. So pretty cool that that we're going to have the trending tokens on the blockchain right there. And I know we're kind of starting off with a if you're on the AMA late last night, we're kind of or night before. I'm losing track of my days. But we're starting off again with the MVP product, but we do plan on building up to like a pancake swap style DEX. Like that's our ultimate goal. Of course, we can't just start there. Pancake swap has been around for years now. They have pretty much everything you can imagine, but that's our ultimate goal is to have our DEX not only with the features that they have, but working as smoothly as pancake swap works.
Yeah. And one thing me and Shaun was talking about as well is always simplicity. We always want to make it as easy as simple as possible for everybody to use, to utilize. The easier and simple it is, the more people will be able to use it. This is why companies like Apple do so well because they make everything dummy easy, even though it's like there's a lot of like complicated stuff involved in it behind the scenes. And with what we have here, we're trying to make it as easy as humanly possible, but we want to make it so everyone can be able to utilize it and understand it as easily as possible. We got a question from Mustafa. He says, "Evening, guys. Will you airdrop the bits, or will they be the same numbers or original NFTs we already own, or will they be renumbered?"
It should be the same number. I can double check that, but whatever number you own should be the number that you received, to my knowledge. But I can double check that if that's something that everyone's concerned with. But yeah, it should be the same numbers.
A question by Only Up. He says, "Is there any good way to tell who the large holders are at the moment? Just curious if we have any 5 or 10%ers."
You mean the largest holders like of the token in the pre-sale? Is that what you're referring to? I just want to make sure I'm answering the right question.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he means by the pre-sale or just in totality with Infinion or anything like that. Because those at the moment are two different things at the moment, and that's gonna eventually obviously going to change.
Yeah, I mean, you can tell. It'll be a lot harder for your regular person to tell. But if you go through the contract, you can see who contributed the most. Plus, obviously, who has Operation Phoenix. I mean, I'm not going to name names, but I pretty much know who the top holders are. I'm not going to dox anyone because I'm not sure who wants to be doxed and different things like that. But yes, we technically could tell if we want to look. And then of course, once the airdrops happen, because we do want to do the airdrops prior to launch so that you can stake for the blockchain fees and different things like that. So yeah, at that point, you'll definitely be able to tell. You'll be able to get on our Explorer and you'll be able to see the tokens that are airdropped. So yeah, you'll be able to know who the top holders are and different things like that. So you will have that information, like I said, once that airdrop occurs.
Yeah, and I mean, top holders out the gate is something that's obviously going to change throughout time. The people that bought in early, bought a lot early. It might be a top, 10, top 5. But that's going to change with anything. I mean, the top, holders of Binance definitely changed, and it'll be the same thing with us. We imagine it'll be the same thing with us. So once again, I think that's something that is just going to change throughout time. So that's something I want to put too much thought into. Obviously, you can still look into it. It's cool to see. It's fun to see. But it's to myself personally, like I said, I think it's going to change throughout time. The main thing, I'm personally looking into as far as Infinion, obviously, is making sure we can get this out and make sure it's out in time for you guys. And give you guys opportunity to check it out and see if the tokens are going to launch on it, because we already have tokens that are looking to launch on it. So we definitely are looking forward towards that. But of course, like Shaun said, you can easily go and see what the top holders between Operation Phoenix and Infinion, and then once it combines, it'll probably be a lot easier once it combines. So you can definitely do that as well. Oh, Shaun, you muted.
So you go to this one. So I know there is at least one holder from Operation Phoenix coming over that would be a 1%er. There's definitely at least a second because someone did a $63,000 buy the other day. So they're definitely a 1%er. But yeah, outside of that, we don't have many. Literally just a handful of people that own 1%. If there's even more than those two, obviously we still have some time on the pre-sale, so we don't know what'll happen with that. But yeah, there's not many 1%ers.
Yeah, guys, and once again, like I said, make sure to go ahead and ask your question. If you have any questions whatsoever, guys, we want to answer as many as possible. These AMAs are a great opportunity for us to answer your questions and just give you a heads up, guys. Just let you know every Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're doing excuse me. We're doing Phoenix Friday. So, we're really excited to sit here and answer your questions and talk about what we've done so far and what we're looking to do, obviously. So, like I said, if you guys have any questions, go ahead and ask them. Shaun and I are we're focusing on getting this done as fast as possible, but efficiently as possible. And I think a lot of people in the community are just waiting for it to come out, which I get it because we obviously want it out, but it takes time. We want things out, we want it efficiently, and we definitely want it to be something that can be done so everyone can use it as much as possible. Oh, you muted again, Shaun.
Geez, I'm usually good at unmuting myself. But yeah, to answer that question, to my knowledge, no one even has close to 5%, to my knowledge. Like I said, it's, I mean, we've had $400,000 worth of buys, plus, the people holding Operation Phoenix. But yeah, to my knowledge, no one's even holding close to 5%.
Yeah, I remember when Operation Phoenix, I don't think nobody even got near that. There are a lot of people though who just were up there, but nowhere near 5%. And I mean, listen, if it happens, cool, because there's a lot of money going into the blockchain. There's a lot of money going into obviously the raise, so we could go and help tokens, which helps the community. So we're all about it. But at the moment, no one has went in via 5%. So we'll have to see. God Almighty has a question. He asked about CP.
Hey, that's one of the holders. Like I said, my guess would be yes that he does own over 1%. I couldn't answer anything above that. I don't know how much he's bought additional in the preset. Honestly, I have no idea. Judging by his Operation Phoenix holdings, because he's kind of already said it in chat. He's never DM'd me or given me any inside information, but judging from what I would know, would be around 1% that he holds. With everything I've gathered from what he said in chat, I guess you can say. And another question too, going back to people owning supply and stuff. The beauty of this is that if this blockchain works, again, I've said it before, and I'll reiterate it, that this won't be a token that you're going to be concerned about who's the top holders, who's buying, who's selling. If this is a successful blockchain, again, just even to the tune of 10% of Binance, there's going to be multi-millions of dollars buying and burning the token with the successful blockchain. So it'll be unlike most tokens. You have to track everything and say, oh man, if this wallet sells, we're all done. Like that's not the fact for this token, because again, if it's a successful blockchain, there's gonna be so much buy pressure from the ecosystem itself, because basically everything's coming back to the ecosystem, that again, it won't matter who's the biggest holder. If they buy more, if they sell more, it won't matter.
Yeah, and it's at the end of the day, this is all just, we are a fundamental launch pad for other tokens to get involved. So as far as not just our token, which will be the base token of Infinion, there's other tokens, there's other opportunities. So focusing on us is like focusing on Chronos for crypto.com, when there's other tokens. There's a lot of things happening. I'm not saying to ignore Chronos. I own Chronos and whatnot, but it's a matter of branching out and diversifying. Question from Mitch Goling. He says, Web2 Facebook advertising is getting some criticism that the Infinion news page is only a couple of weeks old and a scam crypto. Also, the comments about Infinion being controlled by BlockDAG.
Yeah, I don't know what they refer. Again, there's always going to be criticism. There's nothing we can do about that. I'm not even sure what they're talking about our news page. Everything that we've been doing is like 2 to 7 months old. And yes, people are going to call us a scam. They're going to call every crypto a scam that they see people raising. If they do any research into it, they're going to clear as day see that we're unlike any of the other cryptos. We're on here. We're building something. We're docs. We're doing our thing unlike anyone else. Sometimes there may be people attach us to BlockDAG because CoinPresso is also working with BlockDAG. BlockDAG is doing a very huge raise. They're a little bit different than us. they're layer one, so they're raising so much money because they need that funding to be behind their backing asset. So we don't need that much funding because Ethereum is our backing asset. So we have the security of Ethereum that's going to be backing us. So BlockDAG's a layer one. So they need all that money so that they have a backing for their underlying asset, which is, their BlockDAG token. So they're completely different than us. That's why they're doing it. Everything I've seen about BlockDAG, they're not a scam at all. Like I said, we're working with the same company that they're working with for our raise. But yeah, there may be attachments to us via that. And there's always going to be people talking scams. Yeah, I've seen some of the ads. I don't have Facebook or Instagram, but I've seen it through my wife's showing me. And yeah, people saying it's a scam stuff again. It is what it is. There's always going to be those people.
Yeah, and we got a question from VIP. He says, so you know these NFTs, you just leave them in your wallet and they will just accumulate revenue?
Correct. So you just leave them in your wallet. They will accumulate revenue, but the funds don't automatically go into your wallet. So if you want to claim your ETH, you're going to have to go over to our claim page. There's a claim button and you claim it. Of course, you just have to pay the small gas fee. And then, yeah, you claim it. So yes, it will just accumulate 5% of gas fees, 5% of DEX fees right off the bat, then pretty much 5% of everything else that we develop will be going to the NFTs. So yeah, as those gas fees come in, as the DEX fees come in, it'll just accumulate into the to the NFT contract for people to claim. Yep.
And Mr. Person says, as Liam Corperso said, they just need to use various accounts in order to get through the algo. So new accounts need to be created for this reason.
Yeah, okay, you're probably right. That's what it is. That's what he's saying. So the news account they're talking about on Facebook was just created because those are always going to kind of be just created because it's like black hat marketing or however they refer to it, because Facebook doesn't technically let you market pre-sales and different things like that. So they have to get around it. So yeah, that's now you're saying that they're referring to the Facebook ad, I guess, is only being a couple of weeks old. But that particular ad will get deleted sooner than later anyway, and a new one will pop up, or multiple new ones will pop up.
It's funny, Facebook I've seen so many ads on Facebook selling something like a kid's RC car, those huge cars that kids can ride in for like $5, and they're obviously scams. They're scams. They're just trying to get your information and resell it and whatnot. And they allow that all day long. But crypto, they constantly are. It's a cat and mouse game, as Liam said. It's a cat and mouse game, and you just and there's continuous ads being created as they're being deleted, and just recycling and bringing out the and the goal always is still to be the same, is to get as many eyes as humanly possible on what he's showing, on what's being done within the ad. Kryptonite says, has the 5% blockchain staking pool lock time been decided yet?
We haven't decided yet, but I'm pretty certain we're not going like the 6-month route. I'm almost positive that we have discussed that. But yeah, we'll be talking about that pretty soon. And yeah, going back to that question, Kryptonite he's talking about the BlockDAG raise. I didn't realize that's why they needed that much money, and I know that because I questioned it too. Like, why do you even need that much money? And that's when I was kind of educated on why, and it makes sense. Again, you need that backing asset to be very valuable. Especially if you're layer one. Like I said, we have Ethereum as our backing asset, so we have no issues. Ethereum isn't going anywhere, so we have no issues of not having liquidity pool for people to pull their ETH out of and all that good stuff. But yeah, that's why they're raising so much.
We got a question from the Telegram by a guy named Backpacker. He says, will there be a token builder for future on-chain projects?
Yep. So we're going to have a token builder, and we're going to have lunarpump.fund, which is, in case you can't tell, a play of pump.fund. So anyone that's not a dev that wants to launch on our blockchain, day one, those products will be available for people to go ahead and launch their tokens. Also, another thing I wanted to bring up, Mike brought it up yesterday about the mini app that we're building. The people that are building it for us, they use it for another project. These mini apps with the correct marketing budget, which we have, will bring in potentially hundreds of thousands of users over to our Telegram, over to our network, and different things like that. And some people were asking the details. I will get the exact details. I was talking to him yesterday. We're doing a couple things to make sure what can be done and what can't be done. So I don't want to release the details yet and then it's something that's not being done or different things like that. But yeah, we'll explain the mini app here very shortly. It's going to be getting done, being built. We ordered it, it's paid for a couple weeks ago now, and I think it had a 2 or 3 week delivery time. So we'll be talking about that very soon. It's a very good way to bring users over to our network and to be able to get attention and different things like that.
Absolutely. Guys, if you have any more last questions, make sure to ask us questions. We're about to wrap this up soon. Really appreciate everybody being here. I know, like I said, there's people still wanting to ask questions. If you guys have any questions, make sure to ask them here. You can also ask them in Telegram. We'll be able to answer your questions. But, like I said, every Friday is Infinaeon Friday. At 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure to subscribe to these 2 channels. Make sure to get out in socials and spread awareness, because a lot of people are we still want to get as many people to familiarize with Infinion. We want to make them understand what we're doing here, and obviously, bring it up and branching off as opportunity for those, whether it's other token holders or token projects and dev teams. We want to get to understand what we're doing here with Infinion and maybe get them aboard if they want to get in on any level, whether it's being, you want to start your first token via the token builder here with Infinion, or whether it's you just wanting to buy the Infinion token and hold a token and watch other tokens go through, go in and gain value via the Infinion token. It's up to you what you want to do at the end of the day. But we're here and we're looking to do a lot, and we're definitely, really excited about what's going to be coming up soon. So we really appreciate everybody being here today. We do have a question though from Prox. He says, "Hi guys, moving forward, what will be the incentive for new developers to come to our chain?"
Yep. So one of the reasons why we're doing our raise is we do want to offer different grants. There would be a vetting process for potential people to get grants to build on our blockchain. We'll probably do like some small grants for like meme projects to be able to help, potentially even like help fund LPs and different things like that to get people on. Also, the technology that our chain has, being the fact that when you launch your token on our blockchain, it will continue to go up in value. It's just something, again, never been done before, and it's really cool. And yeah, there's multiple things that we're doing. The mini app that we're building is going to bring a lot of attention to us, both with developers and with the retail investors. Also, our connections, again, we do different things like if it's a meme token that we decide to back, we can get you your videos made from your Tyler Hills and your Austin Hiltons and your Zach Humphreys, kind of do like some combo videos paid for by us within our partnerships where they're talking Infinion, but then they're also talking about your meme token that's going to be launching on there. Of course, we have my channel, we have Joe's channel, we have this channel right here, which is growing. I think last I looked, we're up to like 3,300 subscribers. So this channel in and of itself is getting pretty big. And also to remember, guys, with the marketing, the biggest weapon is everyone here. Even if people aren't interested in necessarily participating in the pre-sale, getting them over here for the launch of the blockchain and everything like that is very important, as obviously we need users. And there's, again, different ways with the mini app and different things that we're going to be using to get people over to our network. But obviously, in order for this blockchain to be successful, we obviously have to have eyes on us. We have to have transactions. We have to get some good tokens that, 100x, 150x, and really start gaining that attention from people, outside that maybe never heard of us.
We got a question from Mitch Goldling. He says, can we get a QR code or link that gives away like free Infinion, small tokens? We'd love to stick to code or link around the towns.
Potentially. So we are going to be doing different giveaways and things like that as soon as we go live, to be able to entice people to the exact details haven't been figured out, but to be able to entice people to send their ETH over to the Infinion ETH, the gas token. And, we'll be doing airdrops and different things like that. So yeah, there will be potential different things that we do like that. Hey, it may not even be a bad idea to get a QR code. But there will be some things like that, because at the end of the day, again, we have to incentivize people to come over to our chain and play around on it. Yep, once per wallet.
Yeah, absolutely. We definitely want to, like I said, we what we said before, we definitely want to get as many people as possible over to Infinion. Once Infinion's not even like super hard to like get through. I mean, a lot of people have MetaMask. It'd be really easy for the transition via MetaMask with Infinion. We have a bridge, we have token builders, and we obviously have Infinion Plus behind every token that launches via Infinion. So what we have here is massive. It's not just come join Infinion because you should. It's come join Infinion because if ETH falls or if Bitcoin goes down, or I mean, not even Bitcoin, BNB goes down, and you have a token, you have your project on that, even though your project is doing good, you're gonna get a hit from that. Whereas Infinion, you're not going to. It's not gonna be as heavy. And as Infinion keeps growing, getting bigger, getting stronger, I mean, we can see something like, let's say BNB just gets blasted. You won't even feel that on Infinion. So what we have here is something absolutely massive that no project can claim. No project can even make the assumption, or no project can even begin to start talking about the fact that, oh, if your project is on ETH and ETH gets blasted, you're okay. Like, no project can say that. No project has that comfortability besides projects with an S on Infinion. So that's something that we're really excited about. It's providing stabilization for projects so they can grow. The projects no longer have to worry if ETH's doing good today because they're on ETH, or BNB's doing good today because they're on BSC. They don't have to worry about that with Infinion. And that is the foundation of any project. And not worrying about that, that's only going to allow projects to fly. I mean, think about it. Not worrying about if ETH's doing good today or bad today, BNB, like, that is going to allow projects to really soar. And projects coming around Infinion will have that ground level day one out the gate with Infinion, and we'll see projects just go crazy because of like I said, if ETH goes down or BNB goes down, doesn't worry, doesn't bother us. We're still good here. And your projects that launch with us will be good here. You want to bridge and try it out? Hey, come through. Because what we have here is a mass opportunity for every single project. And we are setting ourselves up, Infinion, all of us, in prime position. What I feel like, and what many others feel like, is the green market. We are putting ourselves in the perfect position. So when green market happens, projects are launching every single second of the green market. And I mean, like, every second. And with Infinion launching, having that level of stabilization, I mean, we are in the perfect position as Infinion, as holders, as a part of the community to get that going. So it's something, like I said, me and Shaun are really excited about.
Yep, and then also, I mean, I'm sure everyone's paying attention, but we have a $76.6 thousand Bitcoin. We have a $2.9 thousand ETH. BNB is approaching 600. Solana's approaching 200. So yeah, market's looking great. Another thing too is that fear and greed is up to 72. I don't know if everyone pays attention to that, but we've been in like the 30s and 40s these last couple of months. Lucky, if we're lucky, we're in the 50s. So it just kind of shows you with everything happening and going on, this is really getting confidence. I know the U.S. stock market is crushing it right now. So yeah, hopefully we're on our way to that next bull run, and this could again potentially be perfect timing. It was always our goal to try to kind of launch in a bull run, but of course we can't 100% control that. But it looks like timing might be lining up pretty darn good. Yeah, I wanted to show that. I know everyone else is watching it as well, but yeah, everything's looking good. And imagine when we see Infinion here one day, huh? How cool would that be? You know, we have the Cardanos, the Trons, the Avalanches, which that's what we're building, those similar products. So who knows? Solana.
The cool thing about this as well is Infinion like benefits both ways. In a green market, projects launch all the time. They'll launch with Infinion, and it'll help Infinion Plus. It'll help add that, add more to Infinion Plus, making it stronger and better. In a red market, as blockchains are just in free fall, Infinion Plus will be the stable platform for tokens to be on. So we are a benefit in both situations, where in either way we lock it down, whether it's tokens launching and everyone's launching all the time, they'll launch from Infinion, or if it's in a red market, as people is on fear, uncertainty, and blockchains are just getting blasted, we'll be the stable one where everyone will want to go to. So either way, we are in prime position, to be that token. Go ahead, John.
Exactly. And, not to, again, I don't like to speculate. It's a bad thing for us to speculate. So I like to talk hard numbers. But for, if we ever average 100% of what Binance was, which at the time that it was 3.9 million transactions, if we average that for a year, you're looking at $10 million worth of ETH being added to that wrap contract. And yeah, you're looking at probably close to $30 million of buying and burning the token just from gas fees. You're probably looking at another 30 million from DEX fees. And then that's not even getting into the launch pad and all that stuff. Because obviously, if we're doing that many transactions per day, the whole ecosystem is thriving. So again, people are going to come to know the name Infinion. I'm pretty certain of it. And we're going to give it hell to make sure it happens.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Guys, as you can see, me and Shaun are super excited about what's going on with Infinion. We're super excited about everything as far as what's going to be coming out soon to you guys. And the only thing we ask for you guys right now is hit the subscribe button if you guys aren't subscribed already. Notification bell, put that bad boy on all when we have our Infinion Fridays, which happens every Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Join the Telegram. Come over, say hi to everybody. I mean, we're all hanging out. We're always hanging out there talking and whatnot. If you have any more questions, you can ask off the weekly at the Telegram. A lot of great people in there. Shout out to everybody in there. Mr. Pixel, of course. And we appreciate you guys. We're going to go ahead and end the live stream today right now. Once again, you can find us next Friday at Infinion Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm Squidgrow Joe, here with DeFi Shaun. And you guys, have a good day.
Hello, Moon Boy. Fantasizing about going to the moon again, eh? Have you ever put any thought into how to actually get there? I mean, you are called Moon Boy after all. Shouldn't you maybe go to the moon every once in a while? You've had an idea? And it's going to get you to the moon? Well, it sounds like you need an epic montage.